Let me go outside if I'm gonna talk about this. Not the sun shining, okay. What is really behind the ice wall in Antarctica? And a lot of people are gonna say, girl, there is no ice wall, but there is. I don't care who tells me that there is no ice wall. Do you know how many sailors have been out there talking about an ice wall? So everybody's just lying. Everybody's lying. Y'all already know the tea about Antarctica. Y'all already know about Admiral Byrd, how he was an aviator that flew into a hole, ended up finding a lost city under, y'all, coming back and telling everyone about what happened, and then all of a sudden, poof, he's unalive by natural causes. Oh yeah, TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. None of it is true. Y'all don't know about the Antarctica Treaty. Y'all don't know about Admiral Byrd and the connection he has to NASA and why space is in the ocean. Let me know. I can get into that deep dive. I have videos on that. But if you're new here, I will recover it if you need to, because you will have a time. Anyway, let's get back on topic. So some people speculate behind the ice wall is the biblical colossal creature called the behemoth, right? Because obviously we know that the colossal biblical creature, the Leviathan, can hide 8,000 times in the ocean because just how deep the ocean is. But at that point, where would the behemoth be hiding, right? With Admiral Byrd saying that he found lush green land on the other side of the ice wall, and him calling his operation to go find this Operation High Jump, high jumping over a wall, hello, it's quite obvious that there's something going on that they don't want us to know. I think that could definitely be true. But let's also talk about how I think giants are behind the ice wall as well. I'm going to have to be so cryptic with like how I say this, because TikTok loves to take my videos down when I talk about this. Again, TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. It is all satire. Okay, so there is a group of people called Magog. You have probably heard of it in reference to the name Gog and Magog in the Bible, and in the Quran, they're called Yajuj and Majuj, I believe. This is a group species type of people that is hidden away and is going to join forces with the enemy in the last days during tribulation. And I think that they could be giants. I don't know. Let me tell you one thing. The higher ups, they know way more than they want y'all to think that they know. Why do you think they hide it in plain sight in Game of Thrones? About the ice wall in Game of Thrones. What is behind the ice wall? Not only demonic entities, there's literally giants that fight with them. Y'all think that's for nothing? No, giants exist. Like, did you guys know that technology that's made, it's already made for 30 years before it ever sees the public? Don't you guys think that they know things way in advance than they would ever tell you? Like, for example, Congress now saying that there's a presence in the ocean and aliens exist. Baby, we knew this, and the aliens aren't aliens, they're demons. We knew this already. So y'all, you better believe that the Nephilim are still out there. Now you're probably asking, the Bible says that the Nephilim were vanquished in that time. I think that they were searching for the Nephilim DNA, and they found it in the tomb of Gilgamesh. Y'all ever wonder, actually, hold on. Remember when this happened? And in retaliation of this came this, right? Isn't it interesting that the tomb of Gilgamesh was also found in Iraq in that same year? They don't care about you. They don't care. They don't care that happened. People still say that's an inside job. And I would believe them because they don't care. They're literally just trying to use that as a distraction so they can go look with what they need to look for. You got people like Andrew Dawson. This is a literal picture. This is his obituary. This man spotted a giant 2022 April. He was gone by July 1st, 2022, same year, couple months. That man's story was insane. He was in the wrong place in the wrong time, saw something that they didn't want anyone to know about. And boom, gone. I don't care what anyone says. That was crazy. Y'all think they ain't doing stuff behind the scenes? And now we're finding out that there's underground cities. There's that lady that worked in the White House with Bush. She's talking about $21 trillion of taxpayers' dollars has gone to building underground cities. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please. I don't know how many times they have taken my videos down, but I have to talk about this. The Bible says that in the end times, there will be times that the world has never seen. I believe all these things that they hide in plain sight, right in front of us in the movies, and they tell a vision. They're telling us a vision of the future. They're telling us what is really going to happen. They're desensitizing us to the truth so that we think it's all fairy tales and gumdrops, when in reality they're going to bamboozle the whole world with all this stuff. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off my soapbox. As always, make sure you like and follow and comment down below what you think.